Now, the most common word problems that we see, which we saw in equations, is word problems, not the clue words that you saw in another video if you did watch that. But how we can write two-step inequalities from word problems. Again, we still have to be mindful of our clue words or our symbols. So less than or equal to, greater than, and greater than or equal to. Some words to look out for that mean these is the most obvious, which is less than or equal to, greater than or equal to. But some words you could see for the same thing is at most for less than or equal to, at least for greater than or equal to, and I'll show you some examples. Those are the most common. This one could also be no more than, and then this one could be no less than, like that. And so I'll show you some examples. If I look at number 1, she has already saved $75 from her birthday. If she works part-time at the grocery store making $9 per hour, Vera is saving up to buy a $426 laptop. So just like we did with word problems, I'm going to write my 3 numbers down. So 75, 9, and 426. My clue word is per. Remember, those clue words we look for are per, each, every, rate, and times. And if I can't find one of those 5, I look for words like weekly, hourly, daily, or an, or a, depending on the context. Because the clue word is per, then variable goes next to 9. That's what I'm multiplying by. If she has already saved $75 and she's working part-time to continue to earn money, that's addition, so it's a plus sign. But what you have to be careful for is what the symbol is here, because it's no longer an equal sign. It says if Vera is buying a $426 laptop, how many hours must she work to purchase it? Well, if she has to buy a $426 laptop, that means she needs not less than 426, she needs more than 426, and then she needs exactly 426, so it's equal to. So that would be my inequality. Megan spent $75 on food and wants to buy decorations that are $10 each. Megan wants to spend no more than $300. So in this case, she spent $75 on food and buys decorations that are $10 each being the clue word, which means X goes next to 10. And she already spent that much and wants to spend more, so it's addition. If she wants to spend no more than $300, that means she doesn't want to spend greater than $300. She wants to spend less than $300. It doesn't say that she can spend $300 necessarily, but we're going to assume that she can, so it's equal to. Nancy has $240 in her bank account. She wants to buy as many video games that cost $15 each, but she wants to have at least $120 in her bank account left. Now, if we look for our clue words, each is our clue word, so the variable goes next to 15. If she has $240 in the bank and she's buying these games, this is subtraction. And then it says at the very end, at least $120 in her bank account. If she has at least $120 in bank account, that means she has more than $120 in her bank account. And but it means she wants to have a minimum of 120, so it can be equal to. So that's where I put those clue words at the top, because they could mean one or the other. The 7th grade class is putting on a fundraising dance. They pay $400 to rent a hall to dance. They sell tickets for $15 each. How many tickets will they need to sell if they want to profit at least $1,495? So if they spent $400 to rent a hall and they're selling tickets for $15 each, you can look at it different ways. Truth be told, the net $400 is negative because they spent that amount and they're earning $15 per ticket. So that's why it should be addition. So it's a negative plus and then a positive, negative and addition. And it says they will need to sell if they want to profit at least $14.95. Well, if they want to make at least $14.95, they want to make more than that. And the minimum they want to make is $14.95. So it's equal to. A taxi charges $2.35 plus 0.55 per mile, and she wants to spend no more than $15. Again, the clue word is per, so that is the X. Because it literally says plus right there, it is addition, and it wants to spend no more than $15. That means she wants to spend less than $15. And it doesn't say necessarily that she can spend up to $15, but we're going to assume so. Brian loaded 640 pounds into a moving truck already. He is loading boxes that weigh 70 pounds each. And then he wants the truck to carry no more than 1480. So again, he has 640 pounds into the truck, and he's loading more weight, so that's addition. The clue word is each, so that number has the value of X. And then he wants to spend no more than 1480. That means he wants to spend less than 1480 and could be equal to. Maggie is stocking up on chicken noodle soup for winter season. If each can is $1.25 and she has a $2 coupon and wants to spend no more than 30, so the clue word is each, so 125 is X. We always watch out for these whenever it's involve a coupon. Coupon means take off the price, so that's subtraction. And then it wants no more than $30. That means she doesn't want more than $30, she wants less than $30, but she does have $30 to spend. It costs theater $750 to put on a performance. If tickets are $8 each, how many tickets will they sell for the performance to profit at least $1,200? This one's a lot like that 7th grade fundraising where they spent $750 on the performance, which means it's negative, and each ticket they sell is adding $8, so it's plus. The clue word is each, so that's my variable, and the word at least means they want to have at least $1,200, which means they want to make more than that, so greater than, and the minimum they want is $1,200, so it's equal to. Okay. Anna burns 120 calories on the bike, then moved to the treadmill. She burns 8 calories per minute on the treadmill. If Anna wants to burn at least 400 calories, how much more minutes will she need to exercise? So the clue word is per, so 8 is X. The 120 calories she already burned, and then she's burning more, so that's addition. She wants to burn at least 400, so that means she wants to burn more than 400 and could be equal to.